Kiss the boer, kiss the farmer. I thought it's English. Yes. It means kiss. He says, so you know that farmer is white, but there will be small pockets of black people who are in the farming community. Kiss the boer, kiss the farmer. I thought it's English. Yes. It means kiss. Yes.
Now, why?
Not. I didn't say the lips. You see, and my Lord is here. I said I didn't say the lips, so it can be on the forehead with the lips. Yes.
Now, why those two things together?
Which ones?
Why a command to kill and then a command to kiss?
It's a chant. You can put anything. It's a concoction of anything. So there are even other chants where words are not even used. So there's a chant, my Lord, when you want to put a new song, so you're singing and you are introducing a new song, you put a chant just for Dio, 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 Mama, Dio. If someone was said to me, interpret that, I can't, because you just put that chant in between to prepare those who are singing with you that you are now bringing a new song. So you throw words as you want.
So it's random.
It's random at that, but at all times the leadership has got a message to deliver with that.
What's that?
Which one?
You said at all times the leadership has a message to deliver.
Yes.
What was the message?
On which part?
You said it was in the chart. Assume there's a message to deliver.
No, I'm saying on the shoot to kill or what?
On the shoot to kill, kiss the boer, whatever it is.
No, the message in the chant is very clear. Shoot to kill, kill. Nyamazan means shoot to kill the enemy forces who are standing in between us and our freedom. It was very clear that. And then the kiss is exactly that. It means kiss the boer, kiss the farmer. Because I know when I say that, you are going to take offense. You know why? Because you don't want a black person kissing a white person. It's an immoral act, according to the immoral act of during apartheid. Even to embrace love and kissing of black people to white people, it's a criminal offense. Because we must not be seen to even suggest that it's possible for a black person to kiss a white person. If I want to kill, if I want to sing my Lord, kill the boer, kill the farmer, I will sing it. I said to you, I don't sing it. It doesn't mean I will not sing it. I can sing it. Anyone who sings it will be well justified to sing it. It's a struggle song. And our struggle was not hate. It was a struggle for freedom. So don't confuse me to be saying, because I'm singing kiss, it means I've replaced kill with kiss. No. I know that the racist will still be offended by a call to kiss. No. In a literal meaning, that's your interpretation. In our understanding, because we are not barbaric, we know that farmer gets to be used as a phase of land dispossession, and the system that has rejected us and stolen property from us. That's what we mean by the farm.
So, if you're not speaking about a system, you're personalizing. Now, your complaint is that there's a system that you don't like, but you
it a face, Shem.
Yes, you put on the face.
Yes.
And the
Not
target,
personalized it, we gave it a face.
yes.
Every oppression, every system has got a face. So when you talk about a democratic South Africa, you have a face of Nelson Mandela. When you talk about an oppressive system that has stolen property from us, you'll have Jan van Riebeeck, you'll have the farmer as the face of that oppressive system that has stolen from us. You have to give it a meaning. People should be able to relate to it. But they understand that we're not referring to any group of persons in that context. The kill can be confused with kiss. That's number one. Number two, we said here that we use the kiss not to spread love in this context, but to provoke the white supremacists who had declared that it is immoral for a black person to kiss a white person. And when we say kiss, we know that the racist will become red because they will never appreciate that there's a call for black people to kiss white people.
I don't think there's any other instances where you have taken this line as a chance that black people should kiss white people in order to offend white supremacists. This strikes me as an after-the-fact explanation to try and cover coded language with the parent ability.
Which other place have I been asked to explain it the way I'm being asked to explain it here?
I asked you earlier, are there for chance when you call on people to engage in interracial love? Are there?
I'm not calling for interracial love. Why do you keep on insisting that I'm calling for interracial love?
Interracial sex?
No, I'm not. I'm provoking the white supremacists who will take offense on black people kissing white people, because that was declared an immoral act, my lord. That's what I'm saying. And the lordship tried to explain it to you even much earlier, that he never said he's spreading love. He said he's provoking the people who will take offense out of black people kissing white people. It's a political discourse. It is used in that context.
Are there other times when you do that? In other words, when you try and convert white supremacists.
Mr. Oppenheimer, you're going to go into another debate again. He says it's a chant. Can we keep maybe to the chant? Maybe let the question be, is there any other chant?
Are there any other chants on this issue of trying to offend white supremacists on the question of black people and white people kissing because they think it's wrong? Are there any other examples?
No, in the chant throughout, the white supremacists offended my lord. There is a chant where I say, Sil tatile hilagiti, meaning we took the land, belongs to us. The white supremacist will be offended that now he's claiming they've taken the land, it belongs to them. So all of it is aiming at unsettling the racist white supremacist, and we make no apology about it. From when it starts to the end, the chart is directed at the system of segregation and oppression and its beneficiaries. And there's no apology about that. Share. Yes.
And that there was a wealthy black farmer who must get a poor black farmer.
I'm happy you mentioned it, because when we say farmer, we don't say white farmer or black farmer. We say farmers who have become the face of land dispossession in this country. So there is no black farmer or white farmer who's going to lose a farm. All we are saying is that those who have, they will continue to have their own, and this abundant land that people just go around bragging to boost their egos and not using it for any productivity will then be given for those who don't have. And in that sense, we are now equal.
Now, following up,
their economic standing in society will never make them feel less worth. That's what actually makes them to behave as supremacists. They do so because their standing in society economically has put them ahead of other race, and therefore there's nothing that can make them feel worthless. With such material position in their position, there's no way they can feel less worth. Huh?
You said makes them ahead of other races.
It makes them ahead of other race.
Other race?
Yes.
So there's an equivocation that you seem to do here. You say, no, chances are black people and white people. Then when I ask you, you say, no, that makes themselves ahead of other races. What do you mean?
My brother, farmers are white predominant, and you know that. So when you talk farming, you talk white. There will be small portion, very insignificant black. It doesn't mean there is black and white farmers. Mathematically speaking, it will not make even any sense. So you know that farmer is white, but there will be small pockets of black people who are in the farming community, who are playing very insignificant role and depends on the crumbs of the white farmers. The goats that are not in good shape, the sheep that are not in good shapes, cows with skin crisis, those ones are sold to them at a cheaper price because they must try something called farming. The black farmers are struggling, and they are not even a group that is worth counting when you want to talk politics of farming.
So when you say farmer, you're saying specifically what you mean most of the time, almost all the time. What?
When I say farmer, I see a white person, right? When I mention the word farmer, I see a white person, but it doesn't do away with the fact that they are black farmers. The reason why I see a white person is because blacks are so extremely insignificant in terms of land ownership and farming in South Africa. You're thinking very low of black people. Must be ashamed of yourself. Be ashamed of yourself. How can our people celebrate death? Our people have never done that. These people are, my Lord, they were not even going to court. They were never part of the court. Until the court staff had to go and lock itself in a room where right-wingers, gangsterism went to break the court, where right-wingers turned the police van upside down and police were helpless. The people said, we will defend our institutions of democracy, and they did that. And when they arrived there, they were showing their displeasure. These people are angry at what these white right-wingers have done. And in showing their displeasure, you say they were celebrating. My Lord, after that, one, those white African right-wingers never went back to court to mess up the court. Two, our people never went back there because order was restored in Senegal. Police had given up and ran away. Our people went to defend their police, which is a revolutionary thing to do. When the democratic state is under attack by vigilantism, the people themselves have got a duty to take up the streets and make sure they defend the institutions of democracy. And I'm happy that I was leading from the front to restore order in Senegal against vigilante groups which were destroying the courts and the police station in Senegal. There's no celebration there. There's no single poster, my Lord, that can be shown on this video. What a good riddance. The poor died. Good thing, happy. And when we celebrate, we bring all types of things, by the way. If you see us celebrating, there is trumpets, there is goo-boo, all types of things. We bring them together and we celebrate. So here, it's not a celebration, my Lord. It's an occupation of picket lines. where people demonstrate their dissatisfaction with the conduct of Afrikaner vigilantism that displayed itself some few days before.
You started that speech by saying there are no farmers.
Yes.
No white people being murdered.
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
There are no farm murders, my lord. There is murder. It's not directed at farmers. There is just a general killing of people in this country because the security of this country has collapsed. So you can't classify it like that, because then you are suggesting a certain group of people, because of their race, must be elevated over the matter that we see in the township.
That's not a suggestion. You don't, the way you phrased that, you said there are no white people being murdered. Let's talk about that.
No, there are no white people who are being murdered. There are no farmers who are being murdered. If you complete that speech, there is murder going on in this country because we are occupying a crime scene. South Africa has become a crime scene. So leave putting the race to it. To stop saying white people are being killed. Stop saying farmers are being killed. You must say our people are being killed. Here, there is a problem of men.
Very strange, because your approach is to focus on racial science, that black people are being targeted on the level of presence.
Yes.
You have no problem saying that. But then if you want to say, well, these farmers are being attacked, you identify farmers as being white people, then you want to deny it. Then you want to say, no, there's nothing to see here. Why?
Why black people were discriminated as a race. It was a conscious decision to discriminate black people as a race. And in dealing with that violent, racist attack on black people, you have to classify them as black people because they were discriminated as a race. In this context, my lord, farmers and white people are not being killed for race purposes. They are being killed because crime is out of hand in South Africa. And to even equate that to the segregation of black people as a race, to what I'm talking about, that there is no program, there is no conscious decision taken anyway that farmers and white people must be killed. There is just general problem of crime, there's a problem of murder, and it's increasing, and police are failing to handle it. Yes. Yes. No, the murder of our people. It must not be racially classified. But when it comes to women, those people have suffered a serious oppression, a triple oppression, as isolated community, and war declared on them. They've suffered as black women, they suffered as women, they suffered as a working class. We have to elevate them, and we have to bring to light that women are being abused and killed. That cannot be compared with white people who are in power. Well, why should you do that? We condemn the killing of people, in particular women and children.
But not particularly racial.
Don't involve me in your racist politics. I'm not part of that. I don't do race politics of wanting to say, no, this race is superior. If he is killed, one person killed in that race is an equivalent of 100 killed in the other race. That's what you're doing?
If a black person or white person killed, one on each side, you said there's equally bad.
Come again?
One black person and one white person killed. That's equally bad.
It's very bad. Murder is wrong.
Equally bad.
They're equally bad. It's murder. It must be treated as such. We've seen you marching here for farm murders and all of that. You have never marched for killing of women. You have never marched for a murder that occurs in the townships there. Because yours is race. It's not murder, it's not crime. You are pursuing racist politics. I told you when I say you, I mean your client.
Now, are you willing to condemn the murder of Brendan Woman?
Who? has Mr. Roots and his cohorts gone to march and turned police vans upside down because there is a black farmer, referring to a worker, farmer, killed in a farm? Where? Don't tell me about what he writes in the book. Tell me if he has ever marched because a black person has been killed, my lord, in a farm and killed by a white farmer. Where has he ever marched? He has never marched because his is racism. The hours are called workers. They are paid with alcohol. They are ill-treated. They are not regarded as farm workers even when they are working in the, they are not regarded as farmers even when they are working there. But now, if a white farm worker dies, we are told it's a farm murder, and then there must be a march. When our people die every day in the farms, some of them killed by white farmers, you never march. The hypocrisy. It's not true. You just pick up here and there so that you look smart to deal with this dark cloud over your head of racism, that you exist to perpetuate racial divisions in our country. So you'll choose this case there, you'll choose the case of a lady that is allegedly have been beaten by Mrs. Grace Mugabe because there is a mileage there, such things. You know, but other than that, you have no program, none whatsoever, to protect black life in the farms. That's the point I'm making. So if there are people you are cancelling, it's just this one or that one, there and there, but otherwise it's not generally that what you stand for. The EFF has got a program to protect the people of South Africa, in particular black people. And the farm workers, the security guards, the domestic workers who are consistently raped in houses here by their bosses, they are our priority. We fight for them and we protect them. My brother, it's very important to emphasize that because those are the victims of your oppression. We want to liberate, my Lord, everyone, black and white, but in particular, blacks and Africans in particular. It doesn't mean we're not including the other race. We're putting an emphasis where the oppression is taking place. And we, to ask us to keep quiet about emphasizing black people is to ask us to die in silence. Because every time we expose this discrimination and oppression on black people, it embarrasses you internationally.
There was a group that said murder is wrong, but the murder of white people in particular is wrong. Wouldn't you describe that as white supremacy?
It is, it will be, because it will not be true. It will be factually incorrect. When you put an emphasis, is because majority of that which you condemn is taking place at that level.
Mr. Malema, you didn't hear the last part of the question. The last part, the question was a preamble to the question that was posed. He's saying, you saying in particular black people, aren't you a black supremacist? Am I? Yes.
No, my lord. There is unrest in South Africa. It takes place more in KwaZulu-Natal in July and Gauteng. And you take a platform and condemn all of violence, particularly the one we have seen in Gauteng and KwaZulu-Natal. You are putting an emphasis where this is happening. So if you're to put emphasis on white people, on what? Because they are the power. On what? You'll put emphasis on them. On what? We want to give our people water, more in particular white people. Where?
In other words, you say we want to provide services to our people, particularly black people.
Yes. That's where the services are not happening. We give services to all, but in particular to black people found in the rural areas and in the township. It's a matter of emphasis.
Yes. My point to you is that, in other words, the emphasis is in one direction, talking about, and the other direction is racist. And that's what it is.
No, there is no contradiction. There is a general statement for all of us, and then which gets to be particularized because of the victimhood of those that you are putting emphasis on. They remain the victims. Black people remain the victims.
Can there be white victims?
Where?
Is it possible for there to be white victims?
Where?
In South Africa?
No.
There can be
Not at the current moment. No. The white people are the power.
Let's just pause on this for a second. What is the race of the president?
Which president?
President of South Africa.
Ramaphosa is black.
And how many people are in his cabinet?
I don't know, 26 or so.
He's been white.
Yeah, very few of them.
And the head of the police, what's his race?
Black, black.
And I can keep going on.
Yeah.
The claim that white people are in power. When I list all of the levels of political power, you say those people are black. It's not in
Then let's go to the real power, not this imaginary power you're talking about. How many companies are owned by black people at the JSE? Two. I gave you answers. I said, when you ask me a question, I said 26 and all. Now you say, I ask you a question, you say, tell me. Your answer is two. Because you know that if you give the correct answer, it will show the real power. The economic power of this country is in the hands of white people. They are in charge.
Mr. Malema, just answer him. He's
okay, yeah.
as he could typically, he's a representative.
Sorry,
yes. Just tell him. If
I
he
don't
says-
ask questions, I answer.
Yes. Thank you.
I'm used to asking questions. Well, the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, 80%, if not 90% of it is white owned. Those companies are the ones that control the economy of our country. In South Africa, 90% of the people who own the land are white people. And the white people are less than 15% of the population of South Africa. Africans, who constitute more than 80% of the population, own less than 10% of the land in South Africa. That's power. When you get time tonight, please give yourself an opportunity to read the difference between glory and power. Those things you are telling me is glory. It's not power of blue lights. They are managing the affairs of the state on behalf of the ruling class, and the ruling class is white monopoly capital.
And by that your white monopoly capital, you include black millionaires as well.
Well, I don't include Patrice Motsepe. I'm not sure if Patrice is a billionaire chef. I'm not sure. Sometimes I've got suspicion, my lord, that is an imposter. I'm not sure. I don't agree. I'm not sure. And majority of the people you refer to as black billionaires, by the way, majority of them are imposters. They are posturing. They do not own and control the claims that they are owning. So I don't know. I don't know of any owner of the means of production who is black and African. I can see the people who are fighting to enter that level, but as to whether they own is something else. I don't know. I mean, we were told here, my lord, that our president is a billionaire, that he will never ask money or steal money from anyone. This is the man who must elect. Then, boom, the man has taken money from other billionaires to finance his campaign of CR17. Which billionaire does that? He presides over a party that cannot pay salaries. As a president, it comes back to you that your party hasn't paid salaries. Why would a billionaire not pay salaries of his staff members? I think he just likes being called a billionaire. Just likes being called a billionaire, but the man doesn't have anything, Chef. They just like being called those things. I don't think they are real. I don't know. I doubt.